Hi, welcome to the second episode, as I call it, Mentality of a Loser. Before I start, allow me to explain. I'm not going to use the term loser to categorize people, whoever they are, but I'm going to use that term to explain what's holding a lot of us from excelling, succeeding, and getting to the goals, mostly financial goals that we're looking for. How to recognize the loser within us. So, the mentality of the loser would be best recognized by certain points of our behavior. The number one point would be responsibility. A person that will have very hard time excelling and succeeding in any type of business or a goal that they want to achieve is taking responsibility. The path to success has a lot of failures, which some people may call it, which I don't. I call them tweaking requirements. When we don't succeed in a certain way, we need to stop, rethink, analyze, tweak, and move on. Learn from our mistakes to make it better on the next time. In the mentality of a loser, there will be no responsibility. There will be tons of excuses. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always not within their control. They wouldn't be able to achieve it. Which brings us to the major part of it, which is the mental state. Now allow me to explain. I'm by all means not trying to be a psychologist, psychoanalyst. I'm just talking from experience, my own challenges and my own achievements and failures. And I'm old enough to see a lot of people going through that and how they either fail in that or excel. So the first thing would be a multiple excuses. Excuses. The easy way to solve issues in our head, the most convenient way to get out of responsibility and either throw responsibility on somebody else or something else or whatever reason it is that is not our fault. That's the easy way, most common way, and the number one mistake and the number one issue of the mentality of a loser. Not taking responsibility, meaning not acknowledging that we made a mistake or did it wrong. In other words, we're never going to correct it because we do not acknowledge the fact that we're the one who made the mistake. So, number one is not taking responsibility. Number two is making excuse for everything else. The number three is laziness. It's so easy and comfortable to be lazy. Nobody wants to work hard. Everybody wants it quick, done, and let other people do it for us. Not really work. Being lazy doesn't mean sitting on our couch and just eating bonbons and watching sports. Being lazy is always thinking of how can I cut corners and not do A, B, C, D, but still achieve the goals of the other people that actually did it. Trying to mimic other people without actually going their path. Trying to find the easy way, comfortable way. That's what I call easy. The next point of recognizing that we actually have a mentality of a loser is bouncing a lot. When you see a person who wants to do something, wants to get a job, something he likes, but the first thing in mind is making the big bucks, making the money. Everybody works for money. everybody wants money. Not everybody approaches it the same way. So the bouncing characteristic is somebody who will try to do certain thing to achieve that money. Whether he heard or she heard that doing XYZ will make them an X amount of money a month, they go in and try and do that. The problem is they do that for 2-3 months. They don't make that amount of money they thought they're gonna make. They bounce to the next thing. Doing that for a few months, bouncing to the next thing. Bouncing. The bouncing is instability. The bouncing does not allow them to actually establish and plant roots and acquire the knowledge and experience they need to be able to start escalating and making the money they want to. So they break very quickly, very easy, and keep bouncing, bringing them again and again and again to the same circle of starting from scratch. So, not taking responsibility, giving excuses for every failure and unsuccessful attempt, being lazy, and bouncing. The next one is the mentality of easy money. Everybody wants easy money. Easy money is fun, it's good, and we're always looking at others that we think did not work as hard but make a lot of money. So easy money is one of the major characteristics of loser mentality. Do not get me wrong, there are people who actually get that money and easy money, but if you're looking at a percentage of them, they're rare. Easy money is nice, but it's not really the way to make money or build an establishment that will continue making you a stable, continuous income to be able to achieve our financial freedom that we're looking for. Just like building a house, you need to build a proper foundation, and it doesn't matter where, but you have to work hard on it. Once you have the foundation, you still need to continue building. You still need to maintain. You still need to excel within your business, otherwise the business will not survive. So based on those 5 points, the market is thriving. People making millions and billions, specifically targeting those 5 points. The marketing, the media marketing, corporate markets are aiming exactly to those people who fall within those 5 points, and I'll explain. The market will not survive without the people who possess the loser mentality. The market needs people who wants the easy money. The market needs people who wants the quick buck. The market needs those people who does not want to take responsibility, who wants everything being done by somebody else to them. The market needs those who does not want to be boss or own a business, but get the services and product from somebody else. The market needs that. They use that. Example number 1. When we're stressed and not making enough money, which is the major stress in our life aside from health, God forbid. Not enough money, no money, bills piling up, financial situation in the state, in the world, and the pandemics that we're just going through. Everything is bringing down to one thing, that is stress. Stress obviously causes us lack of sleep. What we do? Sit in front of TV at 1-2 o'clock in the morning. They know that. And what do we see at 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning on TV? All of those infomercials about how to make an easy money. Buy real estate with no money down. Follow my guide and I'll make you a millionaire. Work from home and make $5,000 a month. Easy, doing nothing. Seriously? Do you really think that somebody's gonna give you $5,000 a month doing nothing? That's right. The mentality of a loser. They're targeting those people who actually think. And there's millions of them. I was included in them. And I'm trying to explain to you how to set that mindset that you are not like that. You deserve better and you can get that. You can actually achieve that goal without all of those infomercials. They're the one who gets the money. They're the one who becomes millionaires. That internet guru sends you an ebook of how to make millions like him. He will never tell you exactly how he makes those millions, because he wants to make those millions. But he makes those millions by sending you for only $10 a piece an ebook that he sat down and wrote. He's a business person. He doesn't want you to be the business person because he wants you to buy his book. That's how he makes those millions. Those seminars are very, very good. Why would you buy a set of DVDs explaining you how to buy real estate when technically sitting down on YouTube for free, you can learn anything you want? Then, if you're really interested of getting into a subject, a real estate, investing, flipping, construction, do-it-yourself, crafts, art, anything you want, you're the one who needs to study. You cannot follow somebody else without learning the subject and expect to make the millions that they make. What brings us back into the point of it's all about us. But they don't want you to learn. They don't want you to know. They want you to stay the loser. They will put it in your head constantly that you are not the loser. You're the one who's actually going to make it. They don't really want you to make it. Because once you make it, you don't need them. If you don't need them, you don't give them money. If you don't give them money, they become a business that doesn't have income. They need you. Kind of like the pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical does not provide us cure. It gives us something to ease up the symptoms because they need us to continue buying medicine. It's not medicine, but it's the same cycle. It's kind of hard to understand. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is capitalism. There will always be those who gonna bank the money on those who can thinks, wish, but not actually able to, and that is their mistake. Everybody is able to. Everybody is able to. And in this series, if you follow those short videos that I'm going to make, you understand that it's all about your mental state, how we can change our mental state by following certain rules. I'm not selling you anything. Everything is free. I'm not going to sell you an ebook. I'm not going to send you to register or subscription for anything. I'm just trying to explain to you that the mentality of a loser is a mentality that actually being supported, pushed upon us every single day by every single corporate out there, because they want you to think that you're able to, but we will help you too. Nobody's going to help you to make the millions. Nobody's going to give you on a silver platter, here there's a business that generates $250,000 and you can make it $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year, easy without doing much. Nobody's going to do that. So stop thinking that everything is possible. A loser mentality. A loser mentality actually starts from our mothers. We all love our mother. And that mistake is telling the child that they can be whatever they want. It's almost true, but it's the biggest lie. And I'll explain. When a mother tells a child, you can be whatever you want, they're literally lying to the kid, because no, we cannot be whatever we want. We can get most likely to whatever we're able to achieve based on time, status, and self-power that we are willing to invest to get with my goals. If our goals are actually realistic goals, when I'm saying realistic, I'm not saying, oh, I have $100 in my pocket, in my bank account, but I want to create a business that was going to cost me $20, $30, $40, $50,000. That's still realistic, because there's ways how to get those fundings to be able to create that. What I'm talking about realistic is, if I am a person, and since my videos are aimed to people in their 40s, 50s, if I have, for me, for example, due to service, I have prosthesis in my legs, so I cannot really run. So if my dream is to become an athlete, I would say it's not realistic. If I'm a person that I have a certain disability, God forbid, and my dreams are something that actually requires me to be not disabled in some sort of way, that's not realistic. So narrow your you can be whatever you can to a realistic thing that you can actually achieve with help, support, knowledge, education, that all of those can be acquired. But make sure you have those. So when a mother tells the kid, you can be all you want, it's not really true. And that is triggering us to get into the loser mentality. Because when we grow up and we get to first grade, second grade, we're starting to go to our community centers and start playing soccer, football, baseball. And what happens over there? So what happens over there, they have tournaments. And everybody gets trophies. Everybody. The winners, the losers, everybody gets trophies. What is that getting the kids of our society to be accustomed to? I'm getting a reward whether I won or lose. I'm getting the trophy. No sense of competition, no sense of appreciation for hard work. And this is what we grow up with. Now, I'm not getting into that politics of how raising kids or the mentality of that. My point is, this is the first steps of raising a person with a loser mentality. Answers. And this is my point of my videos. How to make you wake up, realize that we were all being brought, fed, and harvested as losers to support those 1% corporations that actually make the billions out of our ignorance. And I call it ignorance and not stupidity, because we did not know better. We did not know better. So today is the first step of us understanding that make a stop. Let's sit back, think, what do we want? What do we want to achieve? And how can I get out of a cycle of a loser? Because a loser, as derogatory term as it is, it's not a permanent state. Not at all. And by the way, if we want to use the term loser, every successful person has been loser multiple times, if you want to use it like that. The only difference is that successful person eliminated at least 3 or 4 points out of those 5 points I mentioned earlier. They started taking responsibility. They were not lazy. They stopped making excuses because they took responsibility. And they stopped bouncing. They stuck to the idea that they wanted. At least those 4 points. They may still want the easy money, which is okay. But if you get rid of those 3 to 4 points, you're in the path of success and you're going to achieve eventually. And when I'm saying eventually, nobody will tell you if it's going to be your first attempt, second attempt, 10th attempt. But if you stick to it, you will make it.